A Chinese cargo ship and its crew of 25 have been freed from Somali pirates on Monday after their kidnappers collected a ransom of $3.5 million. The bulk carrier De Xin Hai was hijacked on October the 18th, northeast of the Seychelles, as it was sailing to India from South Africa. Chinese state media has hailed it as a successful rescue mission, though pirate leader Mohammed Rage told AFP the Chinese ship owners had agreed to pay $3.5 million after weeks of negotiations. The vessel, owned by Qingdao Ocean Shipping, has been taken to the Somali coast, where it laid anchor with other captured vessels. China's Premier Wen Jiabao said on Sunday China won't succumb to pressure for the renminbi to appreciate, despite growing calls from trading partners to do so. Wen blasted trading partners, saying demanding a stronger renminbi while adopting trade protectionism at the same time was intended to arrest China's development. Wen said he would continue to implement macroeconomic policies next year aimed at stimulating growth and fighting the global financial crisis. But the Wall Street Journal cited an advisor to China's central bank who said people should be prepared for change in China's macroeconomic policy as the country's economic situation shifts. A 53-year-old British man is set to become the first EU citizen executed in China for 50 years. Akmal Sheikh from London is set to die on Tuesday morning after being convicted last year of smuggling almost 9 pounds of heroin. But the BBC reports Sheikh may only find out he is due to be killed 24 hours beforehand, with Chinese authorities saying prior knowledge of his execution was withheld from the prisoner on humanitarian grounds. Sheikh's supporters say he is mentally ill and was duped by a criminal gang into unwittingly carrying drugs for them. British Prime Minister Gordon Brown has asked Chinese authorities for clemency, and the case has been raised by the UK 10 times during the last 6 months at senior diplomatic levels. 5 men from Hong Kong, Macau and Guangdong have been sentenced to death by firing squad for trafficking nearly 8 tons of hashish in one of Vietnam's biggest drug halls. A court in the northern province of Quang Ninh, which borders China, sentenced the 5 men after a 4-day trial. The drugs, with a street value of $90 million, were seized from 2 containers full of blue jeans on a ship that had arrived in the northern port city of Hai Phong in April last year. Vietnam's Thuy Tre newspaper reported a Hong Kong-based drug ring planned to transport the cannabis to China. The vice-chairman of China Mobile is being probed for corruption by the Communist Party's top anti-graft watchdog. Xinhua News Agency reports Jiang Chunjiang is being investigated for a serious disciplinary breach by the party's Central Commission for Discipline Inspection. Rainy Lei, a Hong Kong-based spokeswoman for China Mobile, said the probe was related to personal matters and wouldn't affect the company's operations. She also said the company plans to issue a statement for further clarification. China Mobile is the world's largest mobile phone carrier by market value. The Ministry of Commerce predicts China will this year surpass Germany as the world's largest exporter. But the ministry also said that sluggish demand from overseas has seen exports in 2009 drop by 16.5% from a year earlier. The nation is expected to export goods worth $1.2 trillion this year, with December expected to see the first year-on-year growth of 10% since last November. Speaking in Beijing during the China Economic Forum, Vice Minister of Commerce Zhong Shang said China's share of world exports would rise to 9% this year from 8.86% last year. Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group is said to become the first foreign bank to issue renminbi-denominated bonds in China. The bank said it received permission for the issue from the Chinese government last week and plans to issue $147 million worth of 2-year bonds in February. It's the first time a foreign commercial bank has received the go-ahead to sell bonds in China. HSBC Holdings and Standard Chartered have also said they are preparing renminbi-denominated bond issues in China to help the country develop its local currency financial markets. China has launched the world's fastest high-speed rail service, and the journey was even quicker than anticipated. The link between Guangzhou and Wuhan runs at an average speed of 217 miles per hour, reducing the 664-mile ride from 10.5 hours to just 3 hours. But the first trains in each direction completed the journey in 2 hours and 46 minutes, smashing the previous record speed for a train in commercial operation set by a French TGV in May 2007. However, doubts have been raised as to whether the railway will benefit the general public, because tickets priced at between $70 and $115 are almost as expensive as plane tickets, with airlines slashing their prices for the route in response to the new competition. And that's the BON headlines for now, but we'll be back with more news after this.